take it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Leaf Bakken, and thanks for being tuned in to yourliveevent.com as we are coming to you live from Grand Forks, North Dakota at the Betty, covering Region 2 Class B girls basketball for you. And going to be an exciting championship night. We've got the fourth place game coming your way here in just a little bit. Then afterwards, Jake Berkemeyer on the call for the championship game between the Grafton Spoilers and the Thompson Tommies. But we'll be getting going here in just a bit with our pregame show from Irie Insurance as we have our third place game coming your way. It's the number 5 Cavalier Tornadoes and the number 3 Mayport CG Patriots on yourliveevent.com. From the Betty Ingolstead Sioux Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
The story is told that the lumberyard in Hillsboro has been continuously operating on this same location since 1881. That means that although it has changed its name, appearance, and ownership a few times, we've been in business for 140 years. Proudly part of the Hillsboro community as one of the original businesses founded on serving our neighbors. And wouldn't you know, that business model still works after all this time. With a focus on customer service, Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
You can pull a great career together right out of the air at Lake Region State College. Our Wind Energy Technology program offers 1- and 2-year courses training wind energy technicians. Be a part of this growing eco-friendly industry. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com. From the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota, it's the Class B Region 2 Girls Basketball Tournament, and it's championship night. This is the third place game between the number 5 Cavalier Tornadoes and the number 3 Mayport CG Patriots. I'm Leaf Bakken. Thanks for being tuned in to yourliveevent.com as we get going here on our Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. You can visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That's IHRYINS.com. Kicking things off, we talked with the head coach of the Cavalier Tornadoes, Sandy Laxdal, and here are some of his comments for his team coming into the final night of this tournament. On the Irie Insurance pregame show, I'm Leaf Bakken on yourliveevent.com. We're talking with Sandy Laxdal, head coach of the Cavalier Tornadoes girls basketball team. And Coach, just some thoughts about your season overall. I mean, this is the third place game, so looking to get third place at the Betty and Region 2. It's a tough region, and you know, your girls battled hard and did a good job this season.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've had a lot of highs, and kids have really played hard, really put the time in the practice setting, really worked hard. You know, I think that's one big key for us is our work ethic, and it shows on the floor. They really bring it. Scrappy team that really hustles and works hard and plays both ends of the floor. So we've had a lot of things, a lot of growth I've seen over the course of the season, and you know, get an opportunity to play for third and fourth in the region, especially Region 2, big feather in their hat.
You come into this this tournament ranked number 5, Mayport CG number 3, and I gotta ask, is revenge a little bit on the mind? Because just a few weeks ago you played in the regular season against Mayport CG and lost by 8 at home, if I remember correctly. So are the girls kind of psyched to get back and see if they can take out the Patriots this time?
Well, I think anytime you play in this game, it's it's an atmosphere that you have an opportunity to play in front of a lot of people because it'll be a packed house, with championship night here and an opportunity to play a very talented, very tough Mayport CG team. They do a lot of great things defensively and have a lot of scores, and they're relatively pretty young too. So they're definitely looking to build on this game too, and so it'd be a nice showcase of some of the younger talent across the region there playing tonight, and we hope the kids just come out and have some fun, relax, and shoot the ball well.
You talk about age, and when we met at Hillsborough Central Valley and talked about your team, and when you look at the roster, you got 1 senior and a bunch of juniors and some sophomores. You've got a good group to work with, and they're going to look good next year too, Coach.
Yeah, they've shown a lot of good things over the year, and I think the key to us is we are really balanced. We have 5 girls that can score double figures any night, and that's the key for us. You can't just lock down one person and hope you can slow us down. You gotta guard everybody, and all those girls are capable scorers, capable shooters. So we're gonna put the ball in their hands tonight and say, let's go out there and put some points on the board and really show this region what you're capable of doing.
Ultimately, game plan against the Patriots tonight.
Well, I think we have to really execute against their half-court zone. They do a good job in that half-court defense. They're really aggressive, probably as aggressive as any team in the region as far as getting their hand out on you, getting aggressive in the passing lane. So we're going to take care of the ball and really execute in that half-court set and get some good shots, get the ball to our shooters, and they're going to have to knock down some shots.
Coach Sandy Laxdal of the Cavalier Tornadoes girls basketball team playing for 3rd tonight against Mayport CG Patriots. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
On the Irie Insurance pregame show, I'm Leif Bachman, YourLiveEvent.com. We're talking with the head coach of the Mayport CG Patriots, Sean Moore. He coaches the girls basketball team, and they're fighting for 3rd place in Region 2 tonight. And Coach Moore, talk a little bit about your girls' experience for the tournament, and again, battling hard, and here you are on championship night, looking for that 3rd slot.
Yeah, it's, 3rd place obviously isn't what a person wants when you come to a region tournament, but to have the opportunity to get 3rd out of an 11-team region it's something to hang your hat on, and it's something to build on for next year. We're not really looking for, I guess moral victories or anything like that, but to have a strong showing tonight, be successful in what we're trying to do, playing good defense, taking care of the ball, getting good shots, putting the ball in the basket. If we're able to do that tonight, then at least we can, end the season on a good note.
Playing Cavalier, a team you saw once in the regular season just a few weeks ago, and you beat them at their home by 8 points, 51-43, I believe. Does that kind of sit in the back of your mind and the girls' mind that, hey, this one's winnable?
I think it is in the back of our minds, but at the same time, this is a whole new setting. They played Grafton pretty tough yesterday. I'm sure Coach Laxdal has their kids ready to go, and I don't expect it to be terribly different than it was up there because the teams are the same, but on the same token, with this setting, the bigger floor, teams have been playing day after day after day. It's going to be a different matchups, I guess, than it was the first time. But if we can play our game or some semblance of it, I think we should have a good opportunity tonight.
Talk a little bit about your game, what you want to do tonight against the Tornadoes.
It's really the same as it's been all year. If we defend, value each possession, rebound, I think we'll be all right.
Sounds good. Coach Sean Moore of the Mayport CG Patriots girls basketball team. They're fighting for third tonight in championship night at the Betty. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't go anywhere. We're from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. More to come.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
A-Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. A-Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, A-Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
And welcome back to the Betty, so it's called. Betty Engelstad Sioux Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota, hosting the Class B Region 2 Girls Basketball Tournament and the Girls B coming up here next week. I'm Leif Bakken. This is YourLiveEvent.com as we are still in our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IHRYINS.com. Bringing in our cameraman and color guy, Keith Meyer, who's been helping me out at the Hillsborough Central Valley games and a couple of times, I think, Keith, I think you were at the games with me when we saw Cavalier and Mayport CG, I believe, when the Burros played them. And so just a couple of notes I wanted to make here, as we do have the camera pointed on the Patriots. They got stuck at home the other night, and I think it was wise of them to stay home the other night because the roads were treacherous and they didn't want to come up here. And so that shifted things. But, hey, I think overall, as we heard Coach Moore talk about, Keith, it's kind of tough for all these teams because they've played 4 nights in a row. Specifically, well, for Mayport CG, they've played 3 nights in a row. So getting to this point and trying to finish strong is going to be important for them.
Yeah, when the tournament gets mixed up like that, you have to play different nights and different times. It is difficult because, as soon as you qualify for the region tournament, you get a mindset of how things are supposed to go. When you're going to be playing as far as where you land in the bracket. And you get yourself geared up for that kind of a schedule. And then when the storms hit, and boy, we haven't had a region tournament like this for a long, long time, where games have been canceled and postponed, and we end up playing on 4 days over 4 sets of games over 3 days or 4 days. It makes it difficult. You can lose your focus very easily, and not only the basketball schedule is messed up, your school schedule is messed up too. Because believe it or not, these are high school athletes as well as scholars, and they're expected to keep up with their schoolwork while they're playing in these tournaments. So, yeah, it really creates a conundrum for the kids.
As we shift things over and talk a little bit about the Tornadoes on the other side, one of the things that I talked to Coach Sandy Laxdal about, you heard there in our pregame coach's comments, is they have 1 senior and a bunch of juniors, Keith. So he's got some good ladies that he's been working with, and I like the way they played in the regular season, and they've played strong in this tournament as well.
Yeah, I think both of these squads have a lot to look forward to next year. As a matter of fact, when you look at the region overall, there's just very, very few seniors. Maybe 10% of the players are seniors this year. So there's going to be all kinds of, talent coming back. The key is always, and this is where Thompson and Grafton excel so well, are those kids going to do anything in the off season? That is, it's a must. Basketball has a certain set of skills. There's a plethora of skills that you have to master: dribbling, passing, seeing the court, learning the game, learning where the nuances are, getting the proper shooting form. All that stuff takes time, and it takes individual effort from the players. You just can't put the ball, take the air out of the ball, stuff it in the closet after this region tournament and state tournament, whoever that might be, and expect to get any better next year. As a matter of fact, if you do that, you're going to be behind where you are right now. You're starting all over. So that's the task that these two coaches have, is have a good, solid ball game, give them some good feelings about basketball, and encourage them to continue with their development.
There you have it. Coach Keith Meyer telling us what you have to do, especially when you look at the Region 2 itself. Region 2 and Region 1 also being covered on yourliveevent.com, and both very tough regions. And the players just have to make sure that they stay committed, because these are 2 very tough regions. And so I appreciate your comments and think that, yeah, I think a lot of the players, like you said, especially the Graftons and the Thompson players as well, and I think we'll see it here as well in these Mayport CG and Cavalier teams that put some more time in the gym, and you'll see the difference next season, that's for sure. Well, on our IRE, this is part of our IRE Insurance pregame show. It's championship night for Region 2 at the Betty. For all your insurance needs, visit IRE Insurance at IREINS.com. We'll be coming back in just a little bit with a little more, and then we'll have a break and have our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Here is the third place game on championship night. Number 5, Cavalier Tornadoes. Number 3, Mayport CG Patriots on yourliveevent.com. Hatton Men's Club is a group of community-minded men working together as volunteers to fundraise for important community projects. The Hatton Men's Club is proud to help individuals, businesses, school groups, and other local organizations with funds raised, all benefiting and strengthening the Hatton community. A reminder that the City of Hatton is having an all-class reunion July 1st through the 4th this year. Good luck to all participating today from the Hatton Men's Club.
The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsborough Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsborough Central Valley students. Go Boroughs!
With the risks found in agriculture, it's important to have a crop insurance agent that understands your situation. Someone who will review your numbers and consider the different scenarios. Someone who understands farm programs and add-on options. IRE Insurance is here to help. With real-world experience, IRE Insurance will customize a plan to minimize your risk. Find out more at ireinsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsborough. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsborough.
Back here on the IRE Insurance pregame show from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bakken. By my side, Keith Meyer, who's running our camera and doing color and been helping us out throughout the season and throughout this tournament, and appreciate his help. Some final thoughts here as we get to this third place game on championship night. Number 5 Cavalier Tornadoes, number 3 Mayport CG Patriots going after it, and teams that I think they look pretty comparable on paper. And again, just a few weeks ago, we saw Mayport CG win over Cavalier in Cavalier, 51-43. So a little bit of revenge on the Tornadoes' minds. Mayport CG just wants to play their game, and we heard Coach Moore talk about that. Both teams just want to play their game and finish the season out strong. I know it feels a little disheartening to be in the third place game and then see the championship coming up, but it's going to be an exciting night of basketball all the way around. How we got here? Well, we both these teams had byes, and they had to play of the first play-in games. Then the Cavalier played Hatton Northwood, beat them, lost to Grafton to come to this game. On the other side, Mayport CG beat Park River, Fordville, Lankin, and then they lost to Thompson, and that's how they got here. We'll see the Thompson and Grafton game coming up right after this. And so on that note, we'll wrap things up here on our IRE Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit IRE Insurance online at ireins.com. Hey, speaking of, before we go to our national anthem that's coming up here, and then we'll come back with your American Crystal starting lineups, Trail County Economic Development Commission is hosting a job fair at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday, March 2nd. That's next week at the Mayville Armory. For more information, that can be found on Trail County Economic Development Commission Facebook page, or if you have questions, they can be directed to the Trail County EDC at 701-636-4746 or director@trail, that's with 2 L's, countyedc.com. Trail County Economic Development Commission having a job fair next Wednesday, the 2nd of March at the Mayville Armory, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's see here. I'm not exactly for sure on the format, Keith. Will we be doing a national anthem before this one or before our championship game?
Well, that's what I'm kind of looking at across the way. I don't see anybody stepping out with a microphone.
So maybe we're going to wait on that.
Yeah, I also don't see the color guard. So, yeah, it could be that we're waiting for championship game to do those kinds of honors.
Sounds good. Well, we're going to get to our starting lineups then, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. For the Mayport CG Patriots, Coach Sean Moore is starting off some sophomores tonight. As we see number 3 out there is Mesa Larson. She's a 5'6" sophomore and a guard. Number 12 is Raina Statrum. She's a guard standing at 5'5" and a sophomore. Another sophomore is number 15, Riley Satchum. She stands at 5'7" and she's a forward. Number 32 is Reagan Zerfis. She's a 5'7" forward and a sophomore. And number 34 is Danica Hansen, who's a 5'6" guard and a sophomore. Again, head coach is Sean Moore, assisted by Kelly Domir. And we'll see some other players step on, but Coach Moore said after our interview, hey, I'm going to start some sophomores. And I said, sounds good to me, and we'll see how they play. As we get going with the Cavalier Tornadoes, head coach is Sandy Laxdal. Number 2 is Madison Nordstrom. She's a senior, listed as a forward and guard, standing at 5'8". Number 3 is Tegan Fitzsimmons. She's a junior at 5'7" and a guard and forward. Number 4 is Riley Burgess, who's a junior at 5'9", also a forward and guard. Number 11 is Jade Keeney. She's a junior at 5'7", listed as a guard and forward. And number 23 is Eden Coyer. She is a 5'10" junior and a center and forward is what she's listed at. That is your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups for this third place game on championship night of the Class B Region 2 girls basketball. I'm Leif Bakken, Keith Meyer by my side. This is YourLiveEvent.com, and we have been proud to bring you Region 2 girls basketball from the Betty all week. There was a few mix-ups, but we were able to get through it, and we're ready for the last night. And away we go from the Betty. The Tornadoes will start things off quick. 1-2 step, no good. And the rebound will fall to Zerfis as the Patriots bring it down for Mayport CG. This is Larson with the ball, high out on the far wing, or you can call that the far side of the key. Handoff here to Riley Satchum. Down to the baseline. Now Larson looking for a three-pointer on the near side wing. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Goes up strong and no good. Another offensive rebound for Zerfis. She's got 3 rebounds already as the Patriots work it back outside, and they've got fresh clock to work with. Zerfis down to Larson. Kick it out to Satchum for 3. No good. Rebound is being battled for, and a jump ball will be called. That was a good job by Raina Satchum along with the Tornadoes. I believe that was Coyer. And possession arrow, of course, to the Patriots. Riley Satchum down to Zerfis. Kick back out to Larson on top. Looking for a three-pointer on that elbow, just off the mark for Hansen, and finally a rebound here for Nordstrom for the Tornadoes. She'll push it up ahead, lining up for 3, and on the shot is Fitzsimmons, off the rim, unlucky roll, and this will be a defensive rebound for none other than Zerfis. Bringing the ball is Raina Satchum. She'll send it to the corner. Riley Satchum driving from the wing. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound for the Tornadoes. Ball worked around the perimeter for the Tornadoes as Nordstrom comes up with a long three-pointer, in and out, no good. Almost an offensive rebound. Now it will be from underneath, no good. Now the rebound falls this time to Hansen defensively. Raina Satchum will be in charge of the offense as we approach 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Larson kicks out to Riley Satchum. She'll drive in, gets blocked, and then this will last go touched by Coyer. Like the aggressiveness of both teams trying to get in there, but just not quite able to find that square on the glass. Ball loose, driving and trying to grab it. Good job by Larson diving down. Great job by Burgess coming up to help out as well. Possession arrow in favor of the Tornadoes of Cavalier.
Well, this happens in your third place game where the focus isn't quite there. People aren't in rhythm, and they're still a little bit moaning, or not moaning, but feeling the effects of the loss the other night. takes them a while to get going.
Turnaround shot here for the Tornadoes. Burgess, no good. Rebound for the Patriots as it goes off of Larson's foot, but Satchum's able to gather it up. That's Raina Satchum wearing the number 12. Riley Satchum wears the number 15. Ball with Zerfus at the free throw line. Now taken away by Nordstrom. She's driving and has one person against her as she goes up, and a little bit of a light whistle as she drives on that right side of the lane and gets fouled.
Coach Moore talking to his players about don't stick that ball behind your head, because there's some guards out there who would love to rip it away and go the other way, and that's what happened.
And Zerfus kind of had a weird, she was positioned awkwardly, and her defender was tight against her, so really tough there. But yeah, exactly, got to make sure you control the ball as shots are missed. Trying to advance the ball, the Patriots are, and a turnover as just too hard of a pass goes through the fingers of Larson. .5:05 to play in the first quarter. Tornadoes break the press pretty easily. Burgess bringing the ball up, trying to go underneath, and then a defensive rebound for Larson here as Fitzsimmons was trying to drive. Larson gets a screen from Hansen. Hansen rolls but doesn't get the ball. Riley Satchum at the top of the key. Over to Hansen on that far side wing. Goose eggs on the board. Raina Satchum, low wing, drives to the middle. Now nice skip pass, looking for three. On its way, will we open it up? Won't roll in. Rebound falls defensively to Coyer. She dishes it off, now up ahead. This is to Keeney. Gets stuck at the block, kicks out to Coyer. Burgess looking for a three-point shot. She'll open the gates. Great job by Burgess, and that will be a 30-second timeout coming from Sean Moore of the Mayport CG Patriots. And that's how we look on the Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard. 3-0 Cavalier over Mayport CG on yourliveevent.com.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
And welcome back on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken with Keith Meyer, and we are at the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota Championship night. This is the third place game between the Cavalier Tornadoes and the Mayport CG Patriots. As the Patriots were trying to feed it in, it's stolen away by Burgess, who's trying to look up ahead, and it's going to be just too far ahead on the pass to Nordstrom, so a turnover there. Good steal, but you got to make sure that you maybe slow things down a little bit, see who's where. Nordstrom obviously not ready. She could have maybe kicked it into high gear and got to that, but as I say that, we go to the other end, and Burgess is going to say, I'm redeeming myself with this block.
That was a heavy-duty swat out of bounds. Oh, they called a foul.
They did call the foul. So Burgess getting her first foul. Team foul 1 for the Tornadoes. First shot on the way. Good for Hansen. And opening things up finally for the Patriots as well with 1 point on the board, looking to make it 2. This is Danica Hansen, the 5'6" sophomore. Misses the second, so they'll stay just at 1 point as the Tornadoes lead them 3-1. Rebound came down to Coyer, and as I look up, nice job by Satchum there. That's Riley Satchum trying to take that ball away, but going to get called on that foul. Her first and team foul 2. Keeney trying to inbound the ball, finds Coyer, and now Keeney will get it back and try to set up the offense for the Cavalier Tornadoes. Nordstrom drives to the baseline, tries to kick it out. Now stolen away by Riley Satchum. Almost loses the ball, but she gathers it back in, sends it over, and Larson trying to move too quickly. Again, both teams, we've seen it, moving just a little too fast. Just take one more deep breath, and I think you're in sync here, Keith.
That was a tough cross-court pass. She probably should have just pulled up and shot the little 10-foot jumper.
Keeney gets double teamed, tries to pass through that double team. They call the foul. This one will go on Raina Satcham, I believe.
It's easy for me to say pull up and shoot the jumper because I was never required to do that.
So that one goes on Riley Satcham. Team foul 3, her second foul, as Keeney brings it all the way back out to half court to set the play up. We approach 3 minutes to go and 20 seconds on the shot clock. Nordstrom on the far side of the key. Now we go to the lane with Coyer, who's trying to go up against Hansen. That's a good, she's got just enough height to lift that over the top of her. A great job for Coyer. And extend that lead for the Tornadoes. Another long shot pass for the Patriots. And a turnover. 5-1 lead for the Tornadoes, and they have possession of the ball.
Patriots just trying to do a little too much all at once. They need to kind of slow it down a little bit, make sure their passes, do the simple things.
Keeney kind of just glancing around, make the Patriots come out and get you. Fitzsimmons drives just under the free throw line. Shaw rattle around, won't fall. Here's Hansen for a defensive rebound. She'll pass the ball along as Raina Satcham brings it. Now Riley Satcham looking for 3 from the corner. Nails that one. Satcham sisters working together.
Hey, you know, it doesn't seem like the Satcham sisters have had a chance to really let go and show what they can do. They just haven't quite been able to get that roll going.
Good job by Coyer on another turnaround on this near side block for 2 more points. She'll lead her Tornado team with 4 of the 7 up on the board, as they lead the Patriots by 3. Looking to work the ball around the perimeter. I've noticed this just now, Keith. Have they both been working a 2-3 defense as Larson launches a 3, and Coyer comes up with the defensive rebound, launches ahead to Keeney. She gets guarded and then fouled by Larson. I feel like they've both been doing some sort of a 2-3 zone defense, but the Patriots is maybe a little more tight.
Could be. I've been watching more individuals on offense and what they're trying to do. We'll pick up the defense here shortly.
First one is a miss for Keeney as we have our first substitutions coming on, including Kate Bradner, the 5'10 junior. Second shot missed, but an offensive rebound for Coyer. Here's a 3-point shot on the way for the Tornadoes. No good. Rebound will be to Zerfus once again. Larson will get the pass. Long 3-pointer over the rim and good. Good job there for Larson. Another assist for Raina Satcham. And we're wrapped up at 7, Keith.
Larson had plenty of time to wind up that 3-pointer.
Driving in is Keeney, and she gets blocked there by Bradner. Ball falls into the possession of the Patriots as we go under a minute to go in this first quarter. Tied up at 7. Keeney playing some tight defense there as the ball comes to Larson on this near side. Trying to get it to the free throw line, knocked away. Keeney comes up with the steal, and then a foul will be called.
Yep, you compound one error with another. You create the turnover, give the ball away, and then you reach in there and try and grab it back, and you end up with a foul.
40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Keeney drives over to that far side of the key, finds her teammate there in the middle of the lane. That is Burgess, but the turnaround is no good. Larson trying to drive in, kick it back out to Satcham. Raina Satcham, nice drive in. Like the way that worked. Her first points of the evening. Also in there, I forgot to say, was Brooklyn Groth wearing the number 5. I kind of thought that was still Satcham out there because 5 and 15. They both have a 5 in them. 4 seconds to go. Tornadoes to inbound the ball. Looking for that long shot. No good. Rebound falls down into the hands of Bradner, and that is how we end the first quarter. 9 for Mayport CG Patriots, 7 for the Cavalier Tornadoes, who started things off and led for most of that quarter, even though we were stuck at zeros for a lot of it. And now we move to the second quarter on YourLiveEvent.com from the Betty at Grand Forks, North Dakota. It's Class B Region 2 Girls Basketball Championship Night, third place game. At Nilsson Brand Law, we know that lawyers are meant to solve problems. Whether you're going through a divorce, navigating a business dispute, need help with an estate plan, dealing with the death of a loved one, or are facing criminal charges, we are here to help. The attorneys at Nilsson Brand Law want to make sure your future is secure. You will receive individual counsel for your specific needs. Also, an entire team working for your best potential outcome. Nilsson Brand Law with offices in Fargo, Mayville, and Grand Forks. We're ready to work with you. Visit us online today at nilssonbrandlaw.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
In Grand Forks and Lakota, see Chris Moen, your agent with answers. Coming out of our quarter break just a little late, 7:50 to go in the second quarter. As the Patriots started off with the ball, it was a miss on a three-point shot. But then last touch by the Tornadoes as the Patriots get another opportunity here, leading by 2 after one quarter of play. I'm Leif Bakken with Keith Meyer, and glad to have play-by-play action for you from the Class B Region 2 tournament. Nice move by Larson, used that baseline, then stepped right back out. We've been seeing that a lot here late in the season. I've been seeing it a lot on the boys' side of things, that I've been calling more boys' games here as the season winds down for the girls, obviously, as baseline shot for the Tornadoes, no good. Nice job by Burgess on the rebound, and then taken away by the Patriots.
Great block by Bradner. She got up in the air and elevated. Nice block.
Try again here for Bradner. Another offensive rebound, and then another offensive rebound for Satcham. Now we'll have a foul, as that went to Zerfis, then ran his Satcham.
I think that was 4 shots in a row. The only bad part of that was, 0 for 4. But they were working the offensive boards, and that's good. That shows they're starting to get back into sync and into basketball mode.
New player on the Tornadoes. Her hair is covering her number. Number 5 is the second one is in for Riley Satcham, and that is Cameron Letexier. She is a 5'7" junior, listed as a forward and guard. All the Cavalier players have 2 position listings, as this one goes up for Coyer, no good. Rebound will be defensive for Larson of the Patriots. Patriots have been doing a good job rebounding tonight so far, but they definitely haven't quite been able to convert those over on the other side as this ball went up, and now
that was kind of a turnover of impatience. Satcham saw people open on the weak side and decided, I'm going to get the ball over there, but there were too many people in between.
So with 6:30 to go, the Tornadoes, this is Keeney lining up for the 3. No good. Rebound comes down, and a foul will be, it'll be a jump ball. So position arrow in favor of the Tornadoes. We're going to see the return of Hansen wearing the number 34, along with number 10, Isabel Parker, the 5'6" senior for the Patriots of Mayport CG. This is Parker bringing the ball up the floor. She stops, kicks out to Growth on this near side. 3-pointer, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound will fall defensively to Burgess. And now a steal here for Satcham. That's Riley Satcham, drives in, kicks it to Zerfis. Zerfis tries to hook shot it up, no good. Rebound to Burgess this time. Keeney on that far side, just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. She picked up her dribble, lots of space between her and the defender. Kick it to the wing. Now back out. Around the horn we go to the near side corner. Burgess will take that 3-point shot. In and out, no good. Parker comes up with the rebound. Trying to bring it up, and now the Texter will run into the player as the ball goes rolling the other way. And a timeout going to be taken, a 1-minute timeout taken here on YourLiveEvent.com. Mayport CG Patriots lead the Cavalier Tornadoes 13-7 on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. You can find all of your hardware needs for all seasons. They have everything you need to keep up with Old Man Winter, including shovels, scrapers, ice melt, and more. If you're doing remodeling or other do-it-yourself indoor projects this winter, stop by Olson Hardware. You can pick up your paints, stains, and all of the other accessories too. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the amazing Rest Mattress at Olson Hardware. Your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
We appreciate you being with us on YourLiveEvent.com as we broadcast this game from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota, part of our Region 2 girls tournament. And steal, and then ball is lost and turns into a jump ball. So credit Burgess there with the steal. Coyer couldn't quite gather it in as we see Fitzsimmons return to the floor, and Burgess will step off. Fitzsimmons to inbound the ball. A texture. Back to Fitzsimmons. Keeney lining up for the wing three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound this time will be to Riley Satcham, and she'll bring the ball up the floor. Parker on that high wing. Skip pass across to Groth. Now back to the top. Satcham, nice floater shot, no good, but an offensive rebound here, and a foul will be called as Keith, that is, according to my unofficial statistics, the 8th rebound Zerfis has had tonight.
I would believe it. She's doing a nice job of positioning and hanging around the basket.
Fitzsimmons with that foul, team foul number 4 on the Tornadoes. Parker trying to decide what to do, takes that one dribble to the baseline. Looked like a good shot on the jumper, no good. Rebound will be a foul, this time on Riley Satcham, her 3rd.
Yep, that was one of those cases where you put a saddle on and ride 'em cowgirl. Kind of went on the back.
Raina Satcham returns to the floor along with Hansen. We'll see Riley Satcham and Groth step off the floor. Keeney to bring the ball up for the Tornadoes. 4:45 to play in the second quarter. Fitzsimmons with the screen as Keeney pass was just a little bit out of reach of Letexture. And now we'll see another player here for the Cavalier Tornadoes, number 12, Kaylee Kemp, the 5'8 junior. Patriots trying to get the ball in, finally get it to Larson. Now Satcham brings it across the timeline. Larson looking for an open 3. She's a left-handed shooter, just a little short of the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover by the Patriots, but they lead here 13-7 with 4:28 to play in the first half.
I would really like to see Cavalier go back inside because Courier has done a good job in this tournament of getting the ball in the low post, turning around, faking, and getting baskets down there. I would get her a touch here pretty soon.
I agree as we see a steal for the Patriots, and Larson is trying to bring it up, and they say she kind of, I would have gone for the carry instead of the double dribble, I guess, as an official, but I must not been paying close enough attention. As another timeout's called. Patriots 13, Tornadoes 7 on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey! My Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Rar Malting and Taft Elevator in Taft, North Dakota is a centrally located barley handling and malting plant serving North Dakota, Minnesota, western Montana, and Canada. Rahr Malting has been a malt of reputation since 1847, distributing malting barley to breweries and distilleries around the world. And with Taft Elevator's upgraded handling, sampling, and testing equipment, they can maintain and preserve the quality of that malting barley. Rahr Malting and Taft Elevator, handling and distributing malt of reputation. Returning to the Betty as the Tornadoes were trying to drive it in, but it's taken away by the Patriots of Mayport CG on yourliveevent.com. Class B Region 2 girls basketball tournament. As this one's just a little short for Satcham. Rebound will be to Kemp for the Tornadoes. She'll bring it up most of the way and then leave it for Fitzsimmons. Almost loses the ball. Letexture on that far wing. Here's Coyer, free throw shot. We were just talking about her before the break as Letexture was trying to gather that ball in for the rebound, but she stepped on that darn white line that means out of bounds.
Darn it.
Dang it anyway. 3:30 to go in the first half. Ball kicked over to Satcham on the near side. Now Larson on top. Parker on the far side wing. Being pressured by Kemp, and then Kemp a little too hard goes in and whacks her. First one for her. That'll be the 5th team foul. Patriots sitting with 6 right now. So next one on Mayport CG will be an issue, as this one is Larson trying to gather it in, and a couple of Tornadoes come over and blow that one out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots, so Fitzsimmons brings the ball up the floor. Burgess on that far side wing, being guarded tightly. This one poked away. Kemp, tall junior, gets the lucky roll on the turnaround. Great job for her. First points for her tonight, trying to close in. 3 minutes to go. Tornadoes trail the Patriots 13-9 in this third place game on day number 4 of this tournament. Larson being guarded by Fitzsimmons. She'll finally put the ball to the boards. Satcham trying to drive in. Nice little floater there. Gets around Kemp, and that's just a great drive when you find that opportunity. Parker going to turn up the Jets as Fitzsimmons was looking over to Nordstrom. They weren't ready for that one to be knocked away. We'll see the return of Bradner, and Zerfus will get a well-deserved rest here. Long three-point shot for Nordstrom for the Tornadoes. No good. Rebound will fall defensively to Larson. 2:25 to go in the first half. Parker on that right side wing. Top of the key. Larson now going into the middle to Bradner. She'll kick it right back out. Parker for 3. In and out, no good. Ball is loose, ends up in the hands of offensive rebound for Larson. Being guarded tightly by Nordstrom. Now skip over to Parker underneath the Hansen. Nice fake, goes up, and they call the foul on the ground as Kemp was coming through again to try to block.
Yeah, anytime you bring that ball up like she did there when she was driving the baseline, it gets the defense off balance, then you can drive around them.
Looking for an open opportunity. She does and nails it. Great job for Parker. (18-9), 1:45 to play in the second quarter. Into Burgess, who drives in and can't get the lucky bounce. Keith, I've been saying that a lot over the last one in my other games as well earlier in the week. It just seems like the ball isn't quite spinning the right direction. A lot of them in and out.
Must be hard, firm rims. I mean, there is some truth to that. I haven't shot at these rims, of course, but when you've got stiff rims, those little bouncy things that go up and might go in a different gym on a loose rim, they don't go in here.
2 made for Burgess, and that'll put the Tornadoes at 11, but the Patriots lead at 18. Coach Laxdal for the Tornadoes wants a timeout. We'll take it as well on yourliveevent.com. Class B Region 2 girls basketball from Grand Forks, North Dakota. RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119. Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard shows us 18 for the Mayport CG Patriots, 11 for the Cavalier Tornadoes. On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bakken with Keith Meyer. As Larson has it for the Patriots at the top. Fitzsimmons guarding her. Handoff now to Raina Satcham. Now a handoff to Parker. Kick over to Satcham. Thought about the three. She'll drive. Goes to the baseline, being guarded by Kemp. Loses her balance. Bradner got a piece of it, but they say last touch by Burgess. She kind of turns around and shrugs and says, but wait a second. Keith. Hard inbound spot here for Larson, but Cavalier doesn't move fast enough to make it that difficult. As Larson gets the ball back. 10 seconds and counting on the shot clock. Parker wanted to take that three, but a little too far with 3 seconds. 2, now out to Larson, trying to gather it up. Takes the shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound will be Burgess.
Nice job of getting control of that ball in a hurry and getting it up and towards the basket.
Making it close.
Yeah.
53 seconds as Burgess is looking for a three. That one will rattle home. Great job for Fitzsimmons on the assist, 2 3-pointers for Burgess on the night. Larson driving. Fitzsimmons playing tight defense. Raina Satcham gets triple teamed and they'll call the foul. They put that one on Fitzsimmons, her second and team foul 7, but that was on the shot, so we have 2 coming our way for Raina Satcham. This is her first time to the free throw line as she misses the first one. Are those the shoes that we were talking about during our timeout?
Those are the shoes of Courier. That's an interesting color for shoes. We had to show you those.
Those are kind of fancy, and we've been seeing all kinds of different 10-ish, 25 seconds. Tornadoes trying to work the ball around. Burgess for 3 on the corner. No good. Rebound will be offensive. And then they call the foul, so we'll be shooting the bonus. Nice job by Nordstrom. Coming in, streaking through, grabbing the ball and wanting to attempt that shot, but she gets blocked by a player. That's what the foul is. Put that one on Growth as the first one for Nordstrom goes in. She'll earn the second. She missed her first 2 the last time she was at the line. Looks like she's got the magic touch. Three-point game. Patriots trying to extend that before we go into the halftime with 10 seconds. Satcham trying to drive in. Kicks it out to Groth, gets it back. Here's Zerfis looking for 3. Off to the side, and now time will expire. And we go into our halftime. 19 for the Mayport CG Patriots. 16 for the Cavalier Tornadoes on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. For your Golden Harvest seed needs, 701-430-0877. Tim Cassette seed sales. And we will be coming back with your Farmers Union Insurance halftime show on YourLiveEvent.com. Patriots over the Tornadoes at half, 19-16 in the third place game for Class B Region 2.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro, for when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair. Visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
And welcome back to the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bach, and this is your Farmers Union Insurance halftime show for auto, farm, home, and business. Visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro, as our Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard shows Mayport CG, the 3 seed in this tournament, with 19, the 5 seed Cavalier-2022 with 16 at the half. As we take a look at some of these halftime statistics and talk a little bit first for the Mayport CG Patriots, who lead. Your leader in points right now is Mesa Larson with 5. And she's actually tied with Raina Satram. They both have 5, but Larson has a 3-pointer and a regular field goal. Satram has 2 2-pointers, and she is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. That's tied with Riley Satram with 5 as well, who nailed a 3-pointer and is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Hansen is 1 for 2 from the line, and we've seen Isabel Parker, the senior, nail a 3-pointer as well. In the rebounding category, 20 rebounds in this first half for the Patriots. Your leader in rebounding is Reagan Zerfis, the 5'7 sophomore, with 8 of those 20. Then next up is Mesa Larson with 5. In the assist category, Raina Satram's been able to find her friends twice. Those are the only 2 assists I have marked down. 4 steals. Both Satram sisters have the 4 of those, 2 apiece. And then there was 1 block by Bradner there in that second quarter, and that's where we end the statistics there. Bradner coming off of the bench in the 6th slot, doing a good job for the Mayport CG Patriots. Again, Kate Bradner, 5'10", junior. On to the Cavalier-2022, who your leader in scoring right now is Rylan Burgess, the 5'9", junior. She's got 2 from the 3, beyond the arc, I should say, and then she's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So that is 8 points. Coyer was doing a good job in there with a couple of field goals, just regular ones. And then Nordstrom is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. So that should be, there's Kemp as well with 2. Good job coming off the bench. Kaylee Kemp, the 5'8 junior. In the rebounding category, they only had 12 rebounds, but the leader there was Coyer with 5. Burgess behind her with 4. 2 assists, 1 for Fitzsimmons and 1 for Coyer. And in the steals category, there was 4 there as well. So both teams with 4. Leader in steals is Burgess with 2. 1 for Nordstrom and 1 for Keeney. And then 2 blocks is what I have wrote down here. 1 for Burgess and 1 for Coyer. And if I remember right, I think I marked it down, and so I better mark it off. Burgess does not have that block. She got that foul earlier we saw in the first quarter. Your Farmers Union Insurance halftime show will continue in just a little bit as we talk a little more about what needs to happen for the rest of this game for these 2 teams. It is the 3rd place game on championship night of Region 2 Girls Class B basketball from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. More coming up.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts share this message to all community members about building assets in your community. Hi, this is Hayden Allen. Young people grow strong through positive relationships with adults. It only takes a small investment of time to truly make a difference in a young person's life. You can help build up a young person by taking just a minute to give them words of encouragement and advice, making them feel the true impact they have in the community. A message provided by everyone at Hillsborough and Central Valley School District.
Well, we are wrapping up our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. For auto, farm, home, and business, visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsborough. He'll get you taken care of. At halftime, Mayport CG, Patriots over the Cavalier Tornadoes, 1916. And as we bring in our color commentator and cameraman, Keith Meyer, one note to take away from that first half was 20 rebounds for the Patriots and 12 for the Tornadoes. The only thing is making sure that you complete on the other end of the floor for the Patriots. We were stuck on zeros for a long time in that first quarter, but once the ball got rolling and we got things going through the net, it's been a little bit different from then.
Yeah, rebounding, it's always a key. If you can get extra rebounds, offensive rebounds, and then put them back in, it helps you out a lot. That and, I shudder to think how many turnovers we got. Ball is just flying out of bounds and into people's feet, and I think, again, that's a little bit of hangover basketball. That third place game, you're still kind of, shell-shocked from the night before, and it's hard to get that mental sharpness going again.
And I was going to ask you that earlier about you've been in this position before. Usually you have that one-night break before the championship night, so that makes a big difference as our closing comments here of our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. Once again, talk to Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsborough. He'll get you covered for your auto, farm, home, and business. But that's what I was thinking was when you've been playing, especially like Mayport CG, 3 nights in a row, you usually get that break before the third game and the championship game. So that makes a difference. These ladies are probably still tired and trying to recover. I mean, you're not recovering. You're working your body 2 nights in a row of tough basketball.
Well, it can play on you. I mean, you can get tired out, but, back in the old days, we always played the tournament on 3 consecutive nights, and, nobody seemed to fall over from exhaustion in those days. Young people are resilient. They can go whenever they're called.
Larson looking for 3 to start things off. Gets the lucky bounce, and that is how we'll open things up as the Patriots extend their lead 22-16 as we are underway in the third quarter. Response drive in for Nordstrom. Her first regular field goal of the night, according to my statistics. Up ahead, the Patriots did this in the first quarter where they pushed it ahead. Offensive rebound and a putback there for Satcham as Zerfis who was unable to put it in. Now a steal on the other end. As we were just talking about being tired, Keith, the Patriots come out with a little bit of gusto and are taking the ball away, driving hard, and making the Tornadoes look a little more tired, I guess. Hansen looking for a shot from that free throw line, and her first field goal of the night. 26-18. Patriots over the Tornadoes in this third-place game of Class B Region 2 girls basketball from the Betty. I'm Leif Bakken with Keith Meyer on YourLiveEvent.com. Ball was trying to be passed over, but official says got her on the arm. That'll be Satcham's second foul, the first one of this half, as shots put up by the Tornadoes, no good. Rebound once again for Zerfis as she continues to rack them up. Nice pass underneath. Hansen will kick it out, lining up, taking her time. That's a good three-point shot from the left side wing.
Good recognition on the baseline there that kick out was open, and she had plenty of time to sight that in.
Here's a response baseline shot for Coyer, and we talked about that towards the end of the second quarter, Keith, is Coyer can be dangerous if she gets the ball fed to her a little more underneath, and maybe we'll see that more in this third quarter. Here's Larson looking for three. Nails it! The Patriots are coming out hot.
I like this. Let's put some points on the board and just go nuts.
It's the third place game. Some people would say, why not do that? And some people would say, it's the third place game, just go for it. Foul here. That'll be Hansen on the foul. Her first, team foul 2 for the Patriots here, as Coyer is looking from the free throw line at 1, and now she'll take the second shot.
Well, you want the kids to have fun in this game, and it's always a little more fun to score points.
Violation on the free throw, so we'll turn around and give the Patriots a chance again here. Yeah, absolutely. You want to have fun, and you're capping off your season, so why not go out with a bang and make it fun and have a good time here, especially in a venue like this, as that's a great drive by Satcham, splitting 3 people. That doesn't happen very often. Riley Satcham with a couple of buckets here in the third quarter, as Tornadoes kind of gave up on that one, and I'm not sure if that was a parent or Coach Laxdal saying keep it up, and that's what you got to do for the Tornadoes. Timeout going to be called by Coach Sean Moore of Mayport CG Patriots. 34 for them. Cavalier Tornadoes 21 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll be back after this.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
And we're back on YourLiveEvent.com. Press going to be put on by the Tornadoes as the Patriots pass it into Larson, and she just drives the ball ahead. Keeney was not quite in the right position to keep the pressure on with 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Baseline kick now out to Zerfis. She'll split the defense, go up. Not quite the angle she wanted. Offensive rebound and putback. And I apologize, that was Hansen driving in. Zerfis with another rebound. So 2 coming up here for Zerfis. Her first trip to the free throw line as that first one hits the front of the rim. Letesher, I'm going to get it, comes into the game as Fitzsimmons steps off. Unlucky roll, and Burgess with the rebound. Tornadoes trying to work it in. That one poked away. Nice job by Hansen into the hands of Larson. Riley Satcham driving. She found the open lane and takes it the rest of the way after gathering it again. Ball to Nordstrom on the far side for the Tornadoes. Now high out for Keeney. She'll bring it back in. Letesher on that screen. Nordstrom trying to drive in, taken away, jump ball. I will credit the steal there, though, for Zerfis. Ball launched in. Coyer able to stretch out and get to it. Burgess trying to do a turnaround move. Gets it. Was looking for a foul, but doesn't matter. She'll get the points. That's her first from inside the arc. 4:25 to play in the third. 36-23 Patriots lead the Tornadoes as the Patriots drive in. That's Hansen trying to drive, and they're going to call a block here. No, not a block. She hit the floor, and the ball just goes out of bounds. Last touched by Coyer. Satcham to Satcham, looking for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Saved in by Larson, but then out the side door. So Keeney will be the one to bring the ball up the floor as we approach 4 minutes to go in the third quarter at the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Great facility. As Burgess gets in the corner, drives that baseline, tries to charge through the defense, and now a battle for that rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Mayport CG.
Just not enough room to drive that baseline and then get back out in front of the backboard to get the layup off.
Little bit of pressure put on here by the Tornadoes. Patriots get it across just fine. Kick it back. This is Riley Satcham. Now down to Mesa Larson. Uses that baseline. We've seen her do that a few times. Zerfis comes up with it, and then she falls down for a travel. So another rebound for her, but a turnover ultimately. She was trying to battle for the jump ball, and the defense just let it go and let her fall. Maybe that's a strategy, Keith. I don't know. Burgess trying to drive in and gets fouled.
I don't know if that's a strategy, but I think it's an illustration of how important the weight room is. And so many athletes don't understand that. You know, well, I'm a basketball player. I don't have to be muscly and strong and all that. Well, in a case like that, when you're driving baseline and you get bumped, you have to have the strength to hold your position and keep going straight towards the basket. And that you get from the weight room.
Excellent point as Burgess nails two of them. She's 4 for 4 from the line. 3:25 to play in the third. Tornadoes still trail 36-25. Raina Satcham out to Riley Satcham. Gets the screen. Nice roll. Larson was quick on the baseline. Nice fake by Hansen with the ball. Drive in, and she'll get fouled. Can't get the ball to fall in, but get a chance for two here.
Patriots have been really good tonight on recognizing when there's a lane to the basket, and then they take it and try and get there. They've been having a tough time getting the ball to go in the hole, but they're doing a very good job of recognition when that drive is there.
Groth will step onto the floor as Riley Satcham steps off. Second shot on the way will be good for Hansen. Bradner will come back to the floor. Hansen will take a break. Patriots up 37-25. We're approaching 3 minutes to go. Thompson kids are cycling in. We see some of the Cavalier students standing on this end as that 30-point shot's up, no good. Offensive rebound as Patriots thought they had it. Nice job by Coyer. Great job by Burgess on the follow-through finish.
It's important for Cavalier. They're starting, they're getting some points on the board, starting to make contact with the Patriots.
Big steal, but a big steal back as the Patriots kick it back underneath, and Zerfis upset with herself, finds herself just a little too deep. You only have so much real estate to work with in this gym and in any gym, really.
Yeah, by contact, I meant that, there was a time just a minute or two ago where they were in danger of losing contact with Mayport, and the Patriots might end up running away with the game.
Coyer can't get the lucky bounce as this is a defensive rebound for Groth. Nice battle underneath by both teams there, I thought. Approaching 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Bradner with it, goes to the baseline, turns around to the wing again. Satcham thought about the three from the elbow. Now she'll go into the lane, go up, doesn't draw the foul. Burgess comes up with a defensive rebound. Up ahead, nice job to Nordstrom. As I was glancing down, great job to find her up ahead, wide open, and good move by her. Larson on the far side of the key, drives that left side, gets stuck with it on the baseline. Skip pass back to the top. Satcham drives in, backs out. Nice position for Zerfus, and then Burgess just doesn't have the right position on her. Great attempt, but a little bit behind her.
You hit it when you said good position by Zerfus. She got inside. She had the defender on her back, and the pass was right where it needed to be. It led Zerfus towards the basket.
So taking our time, the official, I think he had a word with the coaches. Not sure what he said, not sure. I don't think anyone's in trouble necessarily, as the first one is good for Zerfus. This is her second time to the free throw line. Larson steps off. Riley Satcham steps back on. Zerfus looking for the next one, and she has it. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 10-point lead for the Patriots. 1:20 to play in the third. Coyer at the free throw line kicks out. Long three-pointer for Keeney. Off the inside of the rim, no good. Another rebound for Zerfus. Ball will be brought up by Groth. Brooklyn Groth, the 5'4" junior. The ball is worked around. Groth, happy feet at the elbow. 58 seconds to go in the third. Keeney with the ball. Finds Nordstrom on that wing. This one knocked away and into the hands of Riley Satcham. She's got one player to go up against. Keeney overcorrects, and then a nice, excellent, just casual drive right to the basket.
Yep, kind of a stop-and-go move. Slowed down her momentum, let the defender pass by, then went right back at the basket.
Coyer trying to get the ball and goes up, gets hammered from behind. That was by Bradner. Excuse me, I've been saying her name kind of funny. Yeah, Bradner. Her second, as this one in and out. Fourth team foul. Second shot on the way, just a little too much on it. As the rebound was Groth, but then almost lost the ball. Now they're still struggling. 20 seconds to go, they get it across half court. Satcham being contested by Nordstrom. Hands off to her sister, Raina to Riley. Back to Raina. Running out of time in the quarter. And then picked up her dribble and put it back down. The official calls double. And Coach Moore a little bit frustrated with that. He'd like to pad this a little more going into the fourth. Has one shot to go, Keeney. And it's poked away, but time will expire, and that is where the third quarter ends. 41 for the Patriots of Mayport CG, 29 for the Cavalier Tornadoes on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. We've got fourth quarter action coming in the third place game from the Betty on yourliveevent.com. Class B Region 2 Girls Basketball Tournament Championship Night. Contact the guys at RDK Enterprises before the winter breaks to spring and your equipment isn't ready for the field. RDK Enterprises specializes in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and they have the full line of precision planting products. Call them up and schedule your maintenance or software updates at 701-636-2119. They're more than happy to talk about any other issues that may be affecting your precision planting. Spring is closer than you think, and RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton can help you out. 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
And welcome back to the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bakken, Keith Meyer with me on YourLiveEvent.com. Class B Region 2 girls basketball being played here in Grand Forks. We're in the fourth quarter of the third place game. Big three-pointer to open things up in the fourth for the Tornadoes of Cavalier. Great job for Nordstrom as a foul will be called here on Nordstrom. Team foul 4 for the Tornadoes as Satcham tries to drive in and backs back out. On the wing is Raina Satcham. Found that baseline. The Tornadoes were not in the right position there, and that's a great step back out and good points for Raina. Fitzsimmons to Letexture. Nordstrom back to Letexture. Now we come to the near side. Burgess looking for three from the corner, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound was almost had, and now a jump ball will be called. I think Letexture would have had that if Nordstrom hadn't streaked through and tried to grab it as well.
You know, I was getting that feeling that teammates were taking the ball away from each other there.
Riley Satcham trying to find someone to inbound to, finds Larson, who gets it past a couple of defenders across half court, and then a couple of Tornadoes on the other side hit the floor hard. Zerfis going to help Fitzsimmons up. She gets up on her own, so that's all right. But last touch by Zerfis, so a turnover. Now we have 7 minutes to go in this third place game. Right now, the Patriots sitting with a third place win potentially, but we've got a lot of basketball left as this one's knocked away by the Patriots. So the Tornadoes to inbound. It'll be Burgess, and as I say that, Kemp will step onto the floor. Kaylee Kemp, a 5'8 junior, wearing the number 12. As the Tornadoes work the ball all the way around the perimeter. Trying to pass that one in, rejected back by the Patriots. Burgess to inbound on the sideline. Finds Fitzsimmons, nice bounce pass. Kemp rips that one away, goes up, trying to get her own rebound, and a jump ball will be called. Hard battle for Kaylee Kemp.
I like that. She, again, grabbed it hard, showed a little strength there, hung on to that ball, almost had it ripped away.
Coyer with it out on the wing, back into Burgess after that inbound. No foul on that shot. Rebound is defensive to Zerfis. Now taken away by Coyer. Up no good. Offensive rebound. Ball taken away by Satcham. Ball up ahead. This is Riley Satcham. She'll get tripped up by Nordstrom. So, Nordstrom with her third foul. Here's Raina Satcham driving in, no good. Rebound falls down to Nordstrom. And then almost taken away. Ball just kind of loose. And that'll be Riley Satcham with the steal. She got fouled. 16 fouls now for the Tornadoes. Nordstrom will come off. Keeney back on. Officials come together. Was it on the floor or was she shooting? And they decide that she was not in the process of shooting, so it'll be a baseline inbound pass. Skip pass to Larson on the near side key. Lining up for three is Riley Satcham. No good. Rebound will be Hansen. Back into Satcham, goes up. Rebound will be Coyer. Travel called as she was trying to get out of there. And the Tornadoes with a bunch of consecutive turnovers on the wrong side of the floor, Keith. Oops. Ball worked around by the Patriots. Back to the top. Satcham underneath to Larson. Goes up. No good. Rebound falls down to Fitzsimmons. She'll bring the ball up the floor herself. being challenged by Riley Satcham. Pretty tough. Coyer in the middle of the lane. Great turnaround position. Fitzsimmons doing her job as a guard and feeding the people who need the ball. 5:30 to play. It's 43-34 in favor of the Patriots. Larson going to drive down. Gets picked up by Coyer. Too far underneath. Burgess comes up with the rebound. Up ahead. This one into the good position for Fitzsimmons. Not enough oomph underneath that. Hansen with the rebound. Satcham trying to softball pass it, and they say it was tipped from behind by Fitzsimmons.
That's where court awareness helps you. She didn't realize that there was a defender right behind her, so she was going to crank it up and heave it down court, and it just wasn't there because of the defender behind her swatted it away.
And Coach Moore wants to talk about that during this timeout. 43-34, Patriots over the Tornadoes on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
On YourLiveEvent.com, the Mayport CG Patriots leading the Cavalier Tornadoes 43-34, and they have the ball. Raina Satcham with it on this near side wing. Now Parker, who checked in during that timeout. Here's Hansen looking for a three-point shot. Nails that one from the elbow. That's her first three-pointer for the night. Parker on the assist as they rack up the points. Coyer on a turnaround, and she'll get fouled. That'll go on Zerfis in her second. Fifth team foul for the Patriots. And Keith, plenty of time if the Tornadoes execute everything perfectly as the first one goes in to make up now the 11-point deficit they're in. They've got time, and I think they've got the talent to make it happen.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think a big key, again, is going to be going inside, getting Courier touches, and then no turnovers. You had it right. They need to play, maybe not perfectly, but hang on to the ball.
Well, the Patriots got the rebound and bring it down to their end of the floor. Larson has it in the corner. Fitzsimmons giving her some fits. Hansen trying to go into Larson again, but good defense here as it's turned into more of a man defense for the Tornadoes. Shot put up, no good. Rebound falls down to Fitzsimmons. Burgess thought about it. Kicks out to Keeney, who also thought about the three. Small Keeney, able to just kind of walk through the towers between her and around her, I should say. Couldn't quite convert it, though. Patriots working it around Hansen, trying to fake the three, get Burgess to come off balance. Picks up her dribble, though. Now skip to Parker on that far side. The Tornadoes have switched to a man. We'll skip back to the near side with Larson trying to drive in, kicks back out. That looks like a good shot, and it will be good. Great job for Hansen on that awareness. She knows she can make that shot. Hey, why not?
Nice use of the pick.
Kemp going to try to drive in here for the Tornadoes. She's got 3-4 Patriots around her. Now a steal for Hansen. Parker up ahead to Larson. Fitzsimmons is there to stop her. Kemp came by, and I don't know if she tapped her on the head or if how that all happened there. Parker left with some space. Kemp is saying, hey, why not go for it? We have seen her hit that three-point shot. Into the corner with Hansen. Patriots killing time. That's what they need to do, and doing a good job just underneath. Great job for Raina Satcham. Just a little scoop up. Into Coyer now on the other end. Great job by Burgess to recognize that. Coyer has been getting fouled, but Keith, she is 2 for 6 from the line as she makes another trip.
Got to put these in now. Get a chance to score with the clock stopped. Got to take advantage of that.
First one will be good to be 3 for 7 as a couple of players step on. Parker off and Riley Satcham back on. Letexer is on for the Tornadoes.
You made a good observation. The Patriots are taking some time. I think Coach Moore's last time out was just to do that, to remind the Patriots, hey, we're ahead. Let's take some time, take care of the ball. We're going to wait for a really good shot.
Speaking of timeout on the floor. It's a minute long, so coming back in a minute, Mayport CG leads 50 over the Cavaliers, 37 points.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
On YourLiveEvent.com, Region 2 Class B girls basketball from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. We're also covering Region 1, which Kindred beat Maple River 69-24 to move on that side of things. Today was their first day of that after all the weather that's been going on. Let's see, Sargent County and Richland, 52-42 win for Richland over Sargent County. So Kindred and Richland will play on the Region 1 side of things. That's what we know so far. Back here at the Betty in Region 2, a timeout going to be called as Zerfus was stuck with the ball trying to find somebody, and it'll be turned into a 1-minute timeout. 60-second timeout, and the Patriots lead the Tornadoes 50-37 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro. Corey Wright is ready for you as a Rude dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, you'll want to talk to Corey today about a new Rude furnace for your home or new construction. Now, you don't want to be left out in the cold, and that's why Goose River Heating and Cooling is available for you with 24-hour emergency service. Contact Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating and Cooling, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Rude dealer. Here for you, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Stella Benson with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Coming out of the timeout late, the Patriots miss out. Burgess had a big block and came up with the rebound, but then it was stolen away by Satcham, and she was able to turn it into 2 points and now make it 3 points. She's 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Under 2 minutes to play, the Tornadoes trail the Patriots from Mayport CG 53-37, but the Tornadoes with the ball. Letexer trying to go up, no good. Rebound falls down to Zerfus. Third place on the line here for the Region 2 tourney. Hansen will get the handoff from Raina Satcham. Kick out to the corner with Larson. Finds a spot in the lane. Tries to go up, no good. Rebound will come down to Burgess. Trying to launch it up ahead. Coyer gets to it. Kind of a Euro step around, and Hansen gets caught with her hand on Coyer's arm.
I tell you what, if Couriers will go to work this off season on her game, I think she stands to have a very good senior season coming up. I like the move she's got. I like the court sense she's got with her back to the basket. I think she's going to be a good one next year.
Makes the first one, coming up on her 10th free throw shot tonight. Also good. She is now 6 for 10 on the line, and a timeout is taken by the Tornadoes as they trail 53-39 here at the Betty on yourliveevent.com.
The story is told that the lumberyard in Hillsboro has been continuously operating on this same location since 1881. That means that although it has changed its name, appearance, and ownership a few times, we've been in business for 140 years. Proudly part of the Hillsboro community as one of the original businesses founded on serving our neighbors. And wouldn't you know, that business model still works after all this time. With a focus on customer service, Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you.
And welcome back to the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken, Keith Meyer running our camera, doing color as well, as we've got some new players out there, and we'll try to get them for you, including number 14, Grayson Helgo, a 5'4 sophomore. Number 15 out there is Anja Schlechter. As the Patriots are the ones with the ball and working with it. Satcham trying to drive in. Goes up, no good. Rebound will fall down to Helgo. 45 seconds left on the clock. Kemp is in there and is trying to, I don't know if she's trying to draw the foul or if it's just that she tripped over the foot of Zerfis. We'll see some Patriots come in now as well, including Alexis Morawski, a 5'6 senior, wearing number 21. A couple more Patriots. Now we'll have all 5 new ones. Kaylee Paulson wearing number 20. She's a sophomore. We'll get all those to you. Nordstrom back in there for the Tornadoes. Drives in, gets stopped and knocked away. Helgo kicks out, and a three-pointer made for Rihanna Clem, 5'7 sophomore. Parker brings the ball up the floor. No shot clock in play, so they might just run things out. With the ball now is Kinsey Hansen, number 4. Paulson with it now, high out on top. 12 seconds. Ball will be passed off to Allie Stromsot, 5'9 junior for the Patriots. And then Parker will hold on to the ball, and that is a final score here for us from the Betty in the third place game. 53 for the Mayport CG Patriots, 42 for the Cavalier Tornadoes. On the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, we're going to take a quick break, do a quick post game, talk about our features, and talk about a little bit of this game, and get you into that championship game. Stick with us on yourliveevent.com. Third place goes to Mayport CG Patriots over the Cavalier Tornadoes, 53-42. Grafton and Thompson coming up next.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
You can pull a great career together right out of the air at Lake Region State College. Our Wind Energy Technology program offers 1- and 2-year courses training wind energy technicians. Be a part of this growing eco-friendly industry. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
And welcome back, everybody, to your liveevent.com in the Betty at the Grand Forks, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bakken, along with Keith Meyer, as we wrap this one up quickly here as the Mayport CG Patriots take out the Cavalier Tornadoes 53-42. In the first quarter, it was 9-7, as we were sitting at zeros for a while. Finally got warmed up and rolling. After 2 quarters of play, it was 19-16 in favor of the Patriots. 3 quarters, it was 41-29, Patriots leading, and a 53-42 final. In your scoring categories, starting off with the Patriots, you saw Raina Satcham leading the way with 14 points. She had 5 2-pointers, 1 3-pointer, and she was 2 for 3 from the line. Riley Satcham had 13. She had 4 2s, 1 3, and 2 for 2 on free throws. 20 rebounds in the first half, 13 in the second, for a total of 33. We saw that was Reagan Zerfis had 13 of the 33 rebounds on the night. 4 assists, 13 steals, 1 block for the Patriots, as they were 8 for 13 from the free throw line total. As for the Cavalier Tornadoes, 12 for 20 on the free throw line. Your leader in scoring was Coyer with 14, along with Burgess, who had 14 as well. So a great job for those juniors, lots of juniors. Eden Coyer, and Ryland Burgess, the 5'9 junior. Once again, 12 for 20 on the free throw line. 12 rebounds on both sides for 24 total. 5 assists, 6 steals, and 2 blocks for the Tornadoes. Well, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. They have finished up line 3 and are looking for, you can find out all the things they did on that at Enbridge.com. Your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, I have got to give that to... I'm going to give it to Raina Satcham. She did a good job driving to the boards on the Patriots side of things. Just did a good job overall, and appreciate the work she put in. Your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is Raina Satcham. As we get to your Halstead Telephone post-game connection, discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Your post-game connection literally goes to one of the posts, and that is Reagan Zerfis. She had 13 rebounds out of the total 33 that they have. She did a great job underneath, grabbing the ball, especially in that first half. She had 8 in the first half, 5 in the second half. Your post-game connection goes to Reagan Zerfis. RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Hey, thinking about upgrading your planter? Get that stuff done. Farming's just around the corner, Keith. It was above 0 today, so I can feel the soil warming up already. Get to RDK at Hillsboro or Drayton. They'll get you set up and ready to get into the fields. Your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. I'm going to have to give this one to Mesa Larson for the Patriots. She did a good job conducting things for her team, ran everything real good, and pointed where they needed to go. Really did a nice job. She had 3 steals on the night as well, and along with 3 3-pointers, doing a good job. So that's a look at your features for the evening here. Once again, the Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard, a final and third place winner, the number 3 Mayport CG Patriots over the number 5 Cavalier Tornadoes. We're going to wrap up this and be done. Come back with your pregame show for the Tommies and the Spoilers with Jake Berkemeyer on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. Thanks so much for sticking with me, along with Keith Meyer. We'll be coming right back on yourliveevent.com. Refresh the page, click the next button. This one's over. We're going to the championship from the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota.